The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Let's go. Let's go. It's showtime, man.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run it again with Kamara. Gets past one man. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
All-pro receiver Michael Thomas missed all of 2021 while recovering from an ankle injury, but we'll never forget that he set an NFL record in 2019 with 145 catches. When healthy, borderline unguardable, just like he was on that play.
Winston, and it's caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Again, Kamara, and this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It's one play at a time, baby.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Marcus Davenport, a former first-round pick in 2018, is really starting to come on for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, in only 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Here's Hardy set to return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. Complete to Olave on the out route.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To the air again with Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Down to about the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 16. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Troutman right side. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Winston. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Demario Davis there on the stop. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go now. Let's go.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'm trying to take it to the house. Stay loose. Stay loose.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go, baby. Get something going with me, baby.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Winston. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Kamara up the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Jameis to throw it. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Play fake. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Eluding the pressure right. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Let's rock and roll. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's go. Get it, baby. Let's do this, man. All right, guys. All right. One more. Get something to win like that.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Garoppolo. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Garoppolo again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. A beautiful fake. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.